Hey, praise the Lord, everybody. This is Dray Hill, and you are here with the Churchouse Snapshot interview. And I have with me today a artist that is a hip hop artist. Now, this young man I heard his testimony. We've been on a tour together, and I've heard his testimony, and I just want to introduce you to him. His name is Sean C. What's up, Sean?
How y'all doing, man? Sean C. here.
All right. So look, man, I've heard your testimony, but I definitely want you to share your testimony. I want you to just explain to them, give me your testimony, and then we'll just talk a little bit more.
Yeah, testimony. I wasn't raised in a Christian family. My mom married my biological dad. My biological dad was an abusive alcoholic. When my mother left him, she got involved with my stepdad at that time. He was an alcoholic, a functioning alcoholic. At 18 or 19, my mother left my stepdad, but my stepdad adopted me when I was 12. So my mother left my adopted dad now at that time, and then I was dealing with all these things, these abandonment issues, these father issues, and some things started playing, coming up in my mind about some childhood abuse that I was going through. So I was playing with, doing these things. All this stuff was going, through my head.
Okay, right.
And anyway, I went to go to a doctor to see, if he could help me with what was going on and stuff, and talk to him. And he ended up doping me up, giving me a bunch of medications. It kind of sent me on my way. I was on like 7 or 8 medications. So then when the medicine, would stop wearing off, I turned to drugs and alcohol to get numb. I'm not really good with emotions and feelings and things. So I get coked up and drink a lot. And so then I was in this trap, this societal trap where, I was dealing with these father issues, and I was dealing with these abandonment issues, dealing with this childhood abuse stuff, then I was dealing with, alcohol abuse and drug addiction, and dealing with this misdiagnosis and just all of these things. So, and then while I was dealing with all that stuff, I kept getting in and out of trouble. Went to jail. The Lord took me out of jail almost literally, and took me up to Rockford, Illinois, where I found myself really giving my entire life, over to the Lord. Or I was saved at 13, but by that time in my life, then you definitely wouldn't be able to tell. So at that time, that's when I really kind of gave up my life. Told the Lord I didn't want my past, present, or future. He could have it all, and He could use me for whatever purpose that He wants to use me for. Now He uses me to share my testimony and the gifts and the talents in the form of hip hop, and in the tool and the power of music.
So now it was something that you mentioned about being saved at 13. Now what was it that you think that or that you feel that you was missing? What was it that somebody at the church wasn't doing what they should have been doing, to encourage you as a 13-year-old, or was it? I mean, what was it that broke that fellowship, or at least broke that continual movement, with God?
There really wasn't anything, that really happened at that time.
Okay.
I was just so involved with sports and so involved with, motocross and racing and friends and stuff that I really, I was just, wrapped up in sports and things. So then over the course of time, I just was so involved with everything else except the Lord.
Okay.
I just found myself, slowly edging away from Him, just almost on an unconscious level. It wasn't anything consciously that someone did or that I did. It was just something that was kind of, happening and going on. And then by the time we got to be about 18 or 19, that's when I, kind of realized, that the separation was just not. The separation had, definitely taken place. Although saved, there's that gap there, and that's when, life really kind of hit me.
Okay. All right. So you can actually encourage young people and let them know that, even at the age of 13, at any age that we give our life to the Lord, that it's important that we develop that relationship and keep it. There are going to be things as young people that's going to take our attention, and stuff like that. But we have to learn how to put Christ first and keep Him there. And it doesn't matter, even after being saved for a long time, if you allow things to get in the way, then that can still lead us in the wrong place. So now tell them a bit about the music. Now this is songs that you do. Whoa. They tend to turn it down. I say no. So man, I like that song. So just kind of let people know maybe where they can look for it at, where they can check out the video. Just a little background on the song.
Yeah, I've been doing music for about 10 years now. I've been doing it professionally for 3 years now, and been doing it for the kingdom and for the Lord for right at the same time 3 years now. So you can check out some music on SeanCoxmusic.com. It's SeanCox music.com. You can also go to YouTube and search in quotations "Whoa" music video / Sean C. You spell "Whoa" WOH. So the quotations WOH space music video / Sean C. That's SEANC period. And that has a YouTube video there with the song "Whoa."
Okay.
And the song "Whoa" is really kind of talking about being out in the streets and being out where people really don't want to be. A lot of the time Christians seem to talk about reaching out to people and ministering to people.
Right.
But the music for me is a way to get out to where people don't really want to go. So I'll go. It's kind of one of those things where Father, here I am. Send me type thing. So he uses that tool to reach into the streets, reach into the parts where the typical person wouldn't necessarily want to be in, or wouldn't really want to influence that type per se of person. But that's God's given me that mission, that commission to reach literally the unreachable.
All right. Well, Sean, I want to thank you for just being a part of this, man, and to let people know that we need Christians from every background, and no matter where you come from, if you come to the Lord, he had you in the area that he had you in for a reason, so that when he brought you out, he can use you in an area that you're familiar with. And this is what I've seen this young man being in the prisons. I mean, he could connect right with these guys, and in a few seconds, they bouncing right with him. So man, and again, I thank you for doing what God has told you.